basketball. We love that basketball.
Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K bringing it to you live. Thursday Hoops. It'll be the Portland Trail Blazers facing off against the Houston Rockets. And now things about to get going. Let's turn to Kevin, Clark, and Steve, who've got the call in Houston.
Do it now. I told you, do it now. You wanna hate me, then hate me. What can I do but keep getting money? Funny, I was just like you. I had to hustle hard, never give up. I made it, now y'all saying that's a clever. Nothing to play with.
You can hate me now,
I won't stop.
but I won't stop now.
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. We'll also be hearing from our friend Doris Burke from the sideline. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the two. He's this one. Everyone will be watching now how he does in his first NBA official game. Then it's Evan Turner, and it's Aminu in at the four. And for Houston, Chris Paul is out there with Harden. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Anderson in at the four slot.
Guys, it's no surprise that a young team like the Blazers found it difficult sledding on the road. Not quite the experience or edge needed to put together good performance on a nightly basis away from home.
Well, for the Blazers, statistically, they played as close as you could ask for as to when they played at home, but they didn't really have the roster to protect the rim and Steve forced turnovers, which is always a big help on the road.
Yeah, their interior defense was a problem last year. A lot of teams just ate them up, particularly when Portland would go out on the road. That's one of the reasons they finished 11. And you have to be able to defend at a high level to win away from home.
Now, here is Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. No good. And Blazers. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Got the first points on the scoreboard for Portland. Trail Blazers on D. There's the screen. Lillard against Paul. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Now, here's Lillard.
You look at Chris Paul and his physical stature, guys. I mean, he's not overwhelming strong or certainly not that big. Doesn't really bounce out of the gym. But it's the way he knows how to use everything that he has, particularly his body. That allows him to be a dangerous finisher in the paint on a consistent basis.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Now let's find out what head coach Mike D'Antoni had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
When I asked him what some of his concerns are today, and he said they're dealing with a team that can really light it up from the perimeter, and therefore it's essential that they not give up too many open looks from out there, or it could spell trouble all game long, Kevin.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
It's Harden with the drive. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. When you talk about Chris Paul's penetration, he wears the number 3 in honor of Allen Iverson, but he's not the athlete that Iverson was.
Well, he's different. Iverson was a blur. Chris Paul is more about strength and side-to-side quickness, but very good athlete in his own right. but it's his skill that is just so impressive. The ball handling, the passing, the awareness.
Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And what you love about him is just the way he hits the offensive glass. I mean, he knows that those are the easiest points for him, when he can find a loose ball, get an offensive board, and put it back into the basket.
He gives them a terrific option in the low post every time down the court. Even with multiple defenders around him, he knows how to create a shot for himself.
And here are the Rockets now. Portland making their last shot. Paul dishes to Anderson. Feeds to Harden. Takes a three. Aminu grabs the miss. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. And he takes it down hard with one hand. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes. Harden with it. Anderson outside. Dishes it to Paul. Just 5 on the clock. They set the screen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lillard against Paul. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it to Aminu. Portland moving the ball around. Number 27, Ariza covering, and that is good.
He can fit in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. It's Harden with the drive. Another miss by Houston.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And here's McCollum. The dish to Lillard. For the three. Count that one. Lillard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Blazers coach Terry Stotts is a branch tree of head coach George Karl, and that's a pretty good tree to be on. In his playing days, Karl coached Stotts in the city, and actually Stotts had a pretty good career in Europe.
Rockets trail by 7. Harden with the on Lillard. Harden outside. Looking to end the run. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Portland with the ball. Back to Lillard. Right side. He kicks it to Aminu. Lillard out. Rockets with the rebound. And for Terry Stotts, after his playing days, he coached as an assistant. Karl, both in the CBA and then with the Sonics and the Bucks.
And over 2 decades of coaching experience, Kevin. This is his 6th season overall as an NBA head coach. Remember, he coached the Hawks as well as the head. I thought did a nice job with Portland last season.
Here's Lillard, following the score by Houston. And Turner kicks to Lillard. Back to Turner. He passes to Aminu. Outside Turner. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Here's McCollum. That one off the back iron and out.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Harden with it. Picked up by Turner. Turner against Harden. And the shot is good. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
He dishes it to McCollum. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Dives for it. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets trail by 3. Now here. Anderson outside. Pass to Harden. There's the 3. The shot no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him. Houston might have made the playoffs in the West last season, guys, but it wasn't because they were beating up on their peers. They were 28 against the rest of the West. That's why they got the 8th seed.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. 6 points for him.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
Remember the Rockets last year when they were playing a lot of teams in the West near the end of the regular season. That was when they slipped, Steve, out of the 6th seed range down to number 8.
Well, of course, the West was really strong last year, Kevin, so it makes sense that you're going to struggle a little bit against all those good teams. But Houston ended up being the only in the West to make the playoffs with a sub-500 record the rest of the conference.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Outside Turner. He feeds it to Aminu. Five on the clock. They set the pick. Here's Harden. It's blocked by McCollum. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And Portland making a change here. Tucker dishes to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Hits the front of the rim and out. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookies and playing with 2 of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget he's always been a player who can light it up.
Here is Harden after the made shot from McCollum. Harden gets a screen from Tucker. Harden the pass to Tucker. And there's the feed to Nene. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans. And we know Clark certainly.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player. His image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve, Clark. He's got a Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Beard the beard.
The shot by Harkless, no good.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together, the unit.
Paul against Davis. Double up Paul. Green. Pass to Gordon. Jacks up a three. The shot is off, and it's Portland the other way. Outside, Davis. Napier. Davis with a screen on Gordon.
Get there.
Tucker. Green, the screen. Houston needs to get a shot off. Unloads from 9. And it's with the rebound. Davis has got his 3rd rebound on the night.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
The pass to Harkless. Portland again missing.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one. When you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Paul kicks to Gordon. Back to Paul. Pulls it up. And Davis pulls it down.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Tries to snap the cold streak. It's rebounded by Tucker. Rockets trail by 5. They really want to find that ignite.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Nene dishes to Green. And some nice passing there by Houston. The shot's good from Paul.
A layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
You know, the Rockets turned a lot of heads last season, guys, as they got back into the playoffs after missing out the year before. A big part of that was how they played at home. They were very tough to beat in Houston.
Brandon Wright's checked in for Nene. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the Rockets, as you said, Clark, strong at home, and that can be seen in that record of 29-12. Just the kind of home record, Steve, you need to get into the playoffs.
And it was the way the Rockets played that was so impressive, Kevin. They attack the rim, and then they kick out and bomb a ton of threes. And I think that's the kind of attack, the kind of style that can really bring a friendly crowd and bring them to their feet. And I thought that the Houston fans got more and more animated as the season went on.
Rockets trail. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Gordon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, you know, Eric Gordon, when he's healthy, is really an explosive and efficient scorer. He's able to spread the floor with his three-point shooting, and he is relentless in attacking the rim for hoops when he's healthy.
And Gordon's 6'3", but with his power aim, he's able to power his way often to the rim.
Yeah, he's so good using his strength to get inside and draw contact to get to the line and finish play. He's been fouled.
The free throw drops for Gordon.
Well, a lot of basketball pundits, so to speak, would like to eliminate lottery pick protection outside the top 3 from trades. They feel it gives teams too strong an incentive to tank. You look at Blazers last season, they owed their pick to the Bobcats if it was 3rd or lower, and they finished the season 8-26 after going 500 at that point. So a little suspicious.
Now here's Harkless, looking for his first basket still in this one. Napier feeds it to Harkless. Napier defended by Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Napier. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game. Al Paul. He has 5. Green left side. The finger roll button. Green's got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And a closely contested, grit and grind first quarter comes to a close. Rockets ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the side of this break. And all a close game now starting the season. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, Steve, what are your thoughts?
And how about the defense, guys? They have really controlled the lane with their shot.
Yeah, excellent defense. That has either been altered or rejected.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the